In 2017, one woman was named the most beautiful face on earth. But behind that face was a story the world never knew. Addiction, kidnapping, a family shattered before she could even walk. Her name is Liza Soberano, and she didn't grow up in spotlight. She grew up in survival. By her teenage years, she was already the breadwinner for her entire family. By her 20s, she had earned over 1 billion pesos at the box office. She became half of the Philippines' most iconic love team, alongside Enrique Gil. She had the career, the fame, the luxuries, the relationship everyone envied. Then she did something nobody saw coming. She left it all behind. In this video, we're revealing her traumatic childhood, her iconic career, her 8-year relationship with Enrique Gil, the luxuries she's built, and the private life she fiercely protects behind the fame. What made her leave when she had everything? This is her full story, and it begins somewhere far darker than anyone expects. So let's start where Liza's story actually begins. January 4th, 1998, Santa Clara, California. Her father, John, is Filipino. Her mother, Jacqueline, is American. On paper, a normal bicultural beginning. In reality, her first years were marked by instability that would shape everything she became. Shortly after her birth, her parents separated. Her mother battled crystal meth addiction, a struggle so severe that Liza's younger brother was born already affected by the substance. Before she could even form memories, her family was fractured. Then things got worse. Her mother's boyfriend kidnapped both Liza and her brother, a toddler caught in adult chaos, a family broken before it ever had a chance to be whole. And yet, Liza never speaks about these events publicly. She protects her family fiercely, refusing to share anything personal about her relatives, because she understood early that some things are worth protecting. She holds dual citizenship, both American and Filipino. 2 countries, 2 cultures. Both would eventually become her greatest advantage. But first, she had to survive. And by her teenage years, survival had taken on a completely different meaning. So let's go back to 2011. A 13-year-old girl named Hope Soberano made her first appearance on Philippine television. A small role. Nobody knew her name. Nobody expected anything special. But what viewers didn't know was the weight on her shoulders. By 2012, she had landed a recurring role in the afternoon drama Kung Ako'y Iwan Mo. She played Claire, the younger sister of Jake Cuenca's character. And that salary wasn't pocket money, it was family income. At an age when most kids worried about homework, Liza worried about supporting her entire household. Imagine being 14 years old and knowing your family's stability depends on your performance. Every audition isn't just opportunity, it's survival. But Liza didn't just act. She took singing lessons and attended acting workshops, investing in herself while providing for others. Then in 2013, everything shifted. Star Creative's executive Malu Santos suggested a new name. Hope Soberano became Liza Soberano. A new identity, a new chapter. The teenager who had been quietly supporting her family was about to become impossible to ignore. But stardom requires something more than survival. It requires that one moment when the entire world falls in love. In 2014, Liza appeared in Got to Believe opposite Daniel Padilla. Critics praised her charm and natural screen presence. But the real breakthrough came later that year with a different project and a different leading man. Forevermore. A romantic drama set in Benguet. Liza played a hardworking strawberry farmer opposite Enrique Gil. Something clicked, not just on screen, but off it. The chemistry was undeniable. Audiences sensed it immediately, and behind the cameras, a real relationship was quietly beginning to form. Her performance earned her Most Promising Female Star at the 2015 Box Office Entertainment Awards. And Liz Quen was born, one of the Philippines' most beloved romantic pairings. Fans didn't just watch them, fans believed in them. Because what they were watching wasn't just acting, it was real. Liza and Enrique began dating in 2014, but kept it private for 3 years. In 2015, their films Just the Way You Are and Every Day I Love You each crossed 100 million pesos. By the end of 2015, Liza was no longer a promising newcomer. She was half of a national phenomenon, but her career was about to explode even bigger. 2016 marked Liza's transformation from popular actress to genuine phenomenon. Dolce Amore, filmed entirely in Italy, showcased her as an aristocrat fleeing an arranged marriage. The role demanded maturity and versatility she had never been asked to deliver before. Critics noticed the evolution. Her nomination for Best Drama Actress at the PMPC Star Awards confirmed what audiences already felt. Liza was becoming something special. Then came 2017. And Liza would spend years proving she was so much more. But first, that position would test her physically and emotionally in ways she never anticipated. 2018 brought Liza's most physically demanding role yet. Ganda, a tribal heroine in the fantasy series Bagani. Action sequences, fight choreography, a complete departure from the romantic dramas that made her famous. She was deliberately pushing her boundaries, but the show faced immediate controversy. Critics questioned the casting of light-skinned actors as indigenous characters. For the first time, Liza's casting became politically charged. She defended her Filipino heritage and commitment to the role, but the criticism stung. And then during filming, she sustained a serious arm injury, fighting through pain while defending herself against public criticism, showing up every single day while her body and reputation were both under pressure. Despite everything, she received another Best Drama Actress nomination. Then came 2019's Alone/Together, reuniting her with Enrique Gil. Critics praised her layered performance. The film earned 380 million pesos. Her box office power remained undimmed. Her final teleserie with Enrique, Make It With You, was filmed in Croatia. Everything seemed perfect. Then COVID-19 hit. A BSCBN lost its broadcast franchise. The show was canceled. And in that silence, Liza made a decision that would shock the entire country. By 2021, Liza had achieved everything the Philippine entertainment industry could offer. Box office queen, most beautiful face, half of the nation's favorite love team. But something was missing. She had spent a decade playing variations of the same character, the same romantic lead, the same formula, the same expectations. And she wanted to prove she was capable of more. So she made a decision that shocked everyone. In 2022, she moved to the United States. No guarantees, no safety net, no certainty, just a dream most people would call impossible. In 2021, she had already taken her first step outside traditional acting by voicing Alexandra Trece in Netflix's animated series Trece. Reviews were mixed, but she was learning, experimenting, preparing. By 2022, she was in Los Angeles, auditioning like everyone else, proving herself to casting directors who had never seen Forevermore or Dolce Amore. She joined the Screen Actors Guild in 2024. She secured an apartment in Los Angeles. This wasn't a visit. This was a move. Full commitment. No backup plan. Critics back home questioned her decision. Was she abandoning the country that made her? Liza didn't answer. She just kept working, because breaking into Hollywood is brutally difficult, and her first major role would prove everything or nothing. 2024 Lisa Frankenstein, directed by Zelda Williams, written by Diablo Cody. Liza played Taffy, the confident and complicated stepsister of the lead character. Not the lead role, not the romantic interest. A supporting character that could have easily disappeared in the film. For an actress accustomed to being the center of attention, accepting a supporting role required genuine humility. But Liza understood something important. Breaking into Hollywood meant proving herself on their terms, not hers. The film underperformed at the box office, but critics couldn't stop talking about Liza Soberano. The Los Angeles Times hailed her as the film's breakout star. The San Francisco Chronicle called her the movie's most compelling element. She had walked into a room where nobody knew her, and walked out with everyone talking about her. Pure performance, no fan base, no name recognition, just talent that couldn't be ignored. Town and Country recognized her as one of Hollywood's brightest new stars in 2023. Vogue Philippines commended her for choosing roles that challenge her image, and her next project, Patron Saints of Nothing, promises even deeper work ahead. The gamble was paying off, but while her career was rising, her personal life was quietly falling apart. Liza and Enrique Gil dated for 8 years, from 2014, when Forevermore sparked their connection, to October 2022, when it quietly ended. For nearly a decade, they were the Philippines' golden couple. Liz Quen wasn't just a love team, it was a cultural institution. And then it was over. The breakup happened in October 2022, but Liza didn't confirm it publicly until months later. An unreleased interview in March 2023 was the first acknowledgement. Then finally, in August 2025, she spoke openly on the podcast documentary, Can I Come In? Nearly 3 years after the breakup. The delay wasn't denial. It was grief processed privately, rather than publicly. She has said explicitly that she fears unwanted criticisms directed at people close to her. Every appearance analyzed, every post scrutinized for clues. Liza refused that pressure. She never spoke negatively about Enrique publicly. The relationship ended, the respect remained, and the breakup accelerated something she was already building. Independence. A life and a career that belonged entirely to her. But who is Liza Soberano when the cameras turn off? The answer might surprise you. Behind all the fame, Liza Soberano is surprisingly domestic. In interviews, she talks about enjoying grocery shopping, cooking meals, and doing home repairs. The actress who dominates red carpets finds genuine peace in ordinary routines. And that contrast reveals something important. After a childhood defined by chaos and instability, Liza craves the normalcy she never had. The routines that seem boring to others represent safety and control to someone who grew up without either. She loves her profession but struggles with fame itself. She chose acting, but attention chose her. And managing that uninvited spotlight requires constant effort. She studied psychology and has considered becoming a mental health counselor. The interest isn't casual. It reflects her own journey processing childhood trauma. Her closest relationship is with her paternal half-brother Justin. She has said, "I would do everything for him." She refuses to post about family on social media, not because she doesn't love them, because she loves them too much to expose them to public cruelty. The woman fans think they know is largely constructed for public consumption. The real Liza is more private, more domestic, more thoughtful than her glamorous image suggests. She gives the public enough to maintain connection and keeps her true self completely protected. But the luxuries she has earned are very real. Liza Soberano's career has generated over 1 billion pesos in box office earnings. She is spokesperson for Maybelline, Samsung, Cetaphil, Gcash, and Jollibee. She serves as Chief Advocacy Officer for digital banking company Maya. Not just a paid face, a genuine partner in causes she believes in. The teenager who became her family's breadwinner has built real wealth. In 2024, she confirmed an apartment in Los Angeles. That property represents more than real estate. It represents the stability she never had as a child. A home that belongs to her, a foundation nobody can take away. She maintains dual residency between the Philippines and the United States, not choosing between worlds, mastering both simultaneously. The awards tell the full story. 6 box office entertainment awards, multiple PMPC nominations, famous recognition, Star Awards honors. From supporting character in 2011 to international recognition in 2024. 13 years of consistent work, consistent growth, consistent evolution. Her directors describe her as humble, hardworking, and deeply reflective of her craft. Metro and Vogue have dubbed her a fashion icon known for elegance and timeless charm. She's no longer the beautiful actress. She's the actress who happens to be beautiful. And her story is still being written. Liza Soberano's story isn't about beauty or luck. It's about a girl who faced chaos before she could walk and chose to build stability through discipline. She became her family's provider as a teenager. She dominated an industry by her 20s. She walked away from guaranteed success to challenge herself all over again. We see the red carpets, the magazine covers, the most beautiful titles. We don't see the childhood trauma, the family responsibilities, the deliberate choices made in private. The image we admire is carefully constructed, not fake, but curated by someone who learned early that control matters. Fame without foundation crumbles, but Liza built her career on work ethic, not just appearance, on discipline, not just talent, on continuous evolution, not comfortable repetition. Right now, she stands between two worlds. A Philippine icon who conquered her home industry, a Hollywood newcomer earning critical acclaim, a private person protecting her peace. She could have stayed comfortable. She could have played the same roles forever. Instead, she chose discomfort, challenge, and growth. That choice reveals more about her character than any award ever could. From chaos to queen, From breadwinner to international star, a traumatic childhood overcome, a career built through relentless work, an 8-year relationship ended privately, a Hollywood leap critics are already celebrating, and luxuries earned while protecting what matters most. Liza Soberano's story isn't finished, it's still unfolding. If this video showed you something new, hit subscribe. We go beyond surface celebrity coverage to reveal the real stories behind famous faces. Now tell us in the comments, what surprised you most about Liza's story? See you in the next one.